We are live.
And we are live. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Banestorm. Wahaha. Once again, thank you very much, Brian, for giving me the opportunity to take over your game for a short while. I have my beer, so yeah, I'm coming right there with you there. Adult beverage in hand, and I think we're ready. So, before we get too far into the weeds and into our exciting adventure, is there any point expenditures?
I did have some. Hold on. Let's see. I was going to improve hiking, path of energy, and path of mind. Granted, we haven't actually rolled against path of our hiking, but we have been hiking.
Hiking. Oh, yep. I say go for it.
And I wasn't comfortable having a crappy 9.
Oh.
I'll improve naturalist earth.
Yerth. Yetha. Alright. Anyone else? Got some fun points to spend?
If I could drop some points into staff, please.
Good
Like-
choice.
One increase? Yes, one level of increase? Yes, you may. If that is cost you points plural, then so be it, as long as you're not raising it more than one level.
Yes, multiple points, one level worth.
Word. Alright. With that being said, I will go ahead and give us a quick recap. So as Ethan, you weren't here last weekend, but the party has you joined the group, standing outside the area, ensuring that you didn't cast any spells that could potentially blow the whole building up, burn the place down, etc., etc. Mostly
Magic
because,
and
well,
Pugwumpies don't mix.
don't mix very well. After fighting some baboons, some pugwumpies, and clearing out the inevitable nest, left the party feeling good about themselves, and that eerie aura of unluck quickly began to fade from the monastery, mosque thing, whatever we want to call it.
I wouldn't exactly go so far as to say we're feeling good about ourselves for slaughtering a bunch of very small, useless creatures.
They were irritating.
Okay, well, however you desire to feel. Ethan, or Arn, your character, however, called out to the rest as you saw what looked like a dark-robed figure coming from the, what looked like the catacomb area that Brum Rumley had previously identified. I will bring that map up. Because I don't think you saw this map.
Probably not.
Oh boy. Oh, here. Oh my goodness, I lost the map. Ground level, that's what it's called. I really should start labeling these proper.
You
Get some
really
kind
should.
of like a naming standard.
Well, I had been following in Brian's naming convention, and then somehow I ended up not.
Fail.
Agreed. Here it is. All right. Everyone's got that. So, having just cleared out the Pub Grumpy nest and killing their king, Arn, from that direction, you saw a dark-robed figure. Basically, pop its head out, make eye contact with you, and duck back down. Shortly thereafter, you heard what sounded like in that duration, you heard this, what sounded like the yells or screams of a young woman. You called out to the rest of the party, and you all entered the catacombs. We ended with you guys reaching into a room, seeing her in up on a dais, looking like she's about to be sacrificed by what looked like a dark-robed figure. At what point we all kind of drew lots and said, Arn, go first, to challenge, or Arn, you felt compelled to go, challenge him. And upon reaching about where you did, a dome of force kind of crashed down around you, isolating you, the robed guy, the girl, and for everyone else, that's when the skeletons entered the room and we ended last session. Share that map back again. I had fun playing your character last weekend a little bit. So this is where we left off.
Quite the force dome.
I just had something.
That is kind of cool.
Well, it's a shame we don't have layers.
Well, I could have turned them on. I just had everything set up, and then I'm like, oh wait, I need to put down the stink thing. I would have had to bring everything down again just to bring it all back up.
Daniel just wanted that Jane Cobb moment.
Oh, for everyone's memory, this was the girl that's inside the cage.
Shayla.
It's Sheila.
Yeah, I was about to say, only Brian can pronounce her name.
So,
She's a hot Sheila.
although she's rather ragged, she's got that, just right amount of dirt and grime and that injured look that makes all the dudes just go, I've got to help her. Well, Lon Fawn just rolls her eyes.
You don't know.
Wow. It's true. I really don't. So, is there any questions so far?
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Feet first.
You watch your mouth, mister. Alright, with that, we will start. It looks like, this is Thorndale.
Well, if I were going to be protecting somebody, I'd be in a... They're in a force dome.
Looks like Arn, remember, Arn barely snuck in underneath it before
these
he
guys
was able to finish the casting.
These guys are not armed with ranged weapons of any sort?
No, just they have like ragged bits of mail, giving them an average DR of 2, and just scimitars, broadswords, basically.
And do they appear to be particularly fast?
They are move 6 at 6'5".
So we've
they're
got at least a second before they get to us.
correct.
All right. I'm going to need some room. I got to swing this thing.
Give me some room. Give me some room here.
I think. Well, I suppose let's call this an all-out defense, although I don't think they're going to actually get to me.
I don't know. They look
Double?
like they have a base speed of 6.5, and a 6 could get right up there next to you.
Move, you mean?
Yeah, no, they have a base speed of 6.5, so I'm thinking a move of 6.
Ah.
Right, and none of my magic will go through the dome because it defends against missiles.
Correct. Well, you're not sure if it's a force dome, Ober dome. Just know that, he was whatever that robed cultist was doing. It cast just as Arn reached within some range.
And here come the skeletons.
I guess that is my
Yeah, I was
cue.
about to say, did the GM,
I was like,
you know,
doo-doo-doo. They just advance.
saying loudly, "Grr, arg."
Basically, yeah.
Sallyful! Sallyful! Sallyful.
Gesundheit.
Lanpan.
Why did
Alright,
you
I'm
jump
gonna
from
run up
5
to
to
the nearest
7?
skeleton and use my Kurasagama.
It has the numbering at random. So when I was adding them into it, just those random numbers. So you guys don't get a true number of how many there are, I guess.
Uh-huh.
There really are just that many.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna cheat you guys and add more just as we go. I wouldn't do that. Maybe.
I would.
That would actually be a useful feature if it did do that.
Oh no, it does. It seriously does. If I throw another skeleton, it'll just throw another random number on it. It could be.
Does it?
Yep. I
Never
found
seen
it
it do
in the
that.
settings. Yeah, it's in the settings.
Oh, there's a setting for it.
Yep.
That's why
Huh.
I've never
Sorry.
seen it.
Sorry, Lanfan.
Huh?
What turn?
I don't know. If I want to, aim through the chest, swing down on the chest, would that be telegraphed or anything?
Striking at a torso is considered a normal strike, so there's no penalties or bonuses to hit.
Okay, just wondering.
Let's see. Skeleton parry. You will parry your attack.
That's a flail.
Oh, that's right. Penalties abound, doesn't it? What's the penalty on that?
I think they're -2 to parry.
All right. Well, bash away. Oh, you're using the comma portion. All
Nope.
right.
Nope. It's -4.
Oh, yep. That'll definitely do it. Okay, so cutting against. Oh my goodness. You know, I thought I had that note table thing, whatever.
Oh, right, that thing.
Is there undead? So shoot.
I don't think unliving has any effect on cutting.
No? Okay.
Let me think. Is that 380? It is. Unliving. Yeah, it's all impaling and piercing.
See, now I realize why I had numbers on these guys before.
Would we say it's common knowledge that skellies are
You guys have fought
more
skeletons
vulnerable
before.
to bludgeoning?
Yes, you fought them before.
Yeah, so Lamfang would probably know that she probably ought to use the weight end.
Yeah, okay. I kind of stopped that too, so.
Is the damage
Is that-
much different?
Is that like
From
a
the crushing?
toll reroll, or do you want me to do something, or?
Nope, you're good. It's just, I can't remember. I don't know if it's considered a vulnerability or. Well, that's actually
That I don't recall.
DR2. All right.
Alright, so Brum can have his turn now?
Yep.
Alright. Brum will dual weapon attack, leading with his shield.
And throw it at him.
And throw it.
You're getting off to a good start.
Man.
It's a good time to roll crap damage.
Is true. Okay, unliving gives impaling and huge piercing a modifier of 1, large piercing half piercing, 1/3, and small piercing. So no, there's really no additional effect, additional bonuses for crushing and cutting to normal. I don't think there's the ×2 though, or is there the addition?
That depends on the template. So it'll have a different injury tolerance if it's got if it is not any more vulnerable to cutting.
It's not injury tolerance. I think it's brittle or something like that.
Fragile, brittle, crippled limbs or extremities just break off is how that reads. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it reduces the modifiers for piercing and impaling, but it doesn't seem to have any modifiers against.
Where are you getting that
Crushing.
from?
Oh, crushing attacks 2×2. There it is. Vulnerability. Crushing.
Oh, there you go. Where's the template from?
I got it off of GURPS repository. Suppository.
Suppository.
Alright, so the skeleton failed to defend.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Alright, so it's got no blood, no brain, no
Yep.
eyes, no vitals.
So cutting 14 becomes 12. Oh, you just tear that thing apart. Built number 1.
Alright, can I both use Flame Jet and strike with it in the same turn?
All out double.
Normally, I would just cast and bring it about.
Okay, then I'll do that.
You should just tackle him.
Doing the biggin. So all 3 fatigue.
Raja. Flame on. Is that all?
Yes, sorry. Forgot to bring up the combat tracker.
Always.
You have failed.
Alright.
Oh,
Remembering that these guys have no vitals and piercing them doesn't hurt them very bad, I'm going to do a two-handed swing with the haft. I had just assumed that my penetration 2 only counted for the blade. That's,
Correct.
yeah. We never really talked about it, but it just kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm going to throw a deceptive 1 on there because I'm not quite as good with the swing. Possible hit.
Oh no. He takes that.
Not bad.
Crunch.
That was 7. And that's my turn.
All right. He sees your flame and he wants to do the same.
That sounds lame.
Oh. How did that work? That's not how. All right. That was supposed to just be a cast. He fires up a 2D flame jet.
Oh, it sounds like Donkey Kong. I see your Schwartz is almost as big as mine.
How on is Donkey Kong?
Well, mine's 3 on, his is 2 on.
I'm not going to be especially useful at the moment. I am trying to look something up, so I'm just going to basically I am looking at trying to figure out how to penetrate the force stone. So I'm calculating right now with regards to how much natural fatigue I need to burn, or how much I can, because I just that's hit points. I don't want to burn hit points because I'm basically looking at casting a analyze magic. So I will move that and continue looking that up.
Okay. She screams, "Help me!"
Right. Deceptive. Whack.
All right.
Did he defend? Oh.
Oh, I have my rolls off.
Yeah, your roll's off.
Hey, it actually does.
Right. You suck, by the way.
Oh, well. Yeah. It's what I do. Skelly 1. Skelly 5. Oof. Defend yourself.
What? Oh.
Oh, it didn't say thorn. That's weird.
Did you...
I may have. I wonder if it's because I rolled it in the. Or dragged and dropped it instead of just flipped it. Oh, I rolled the wrong guy. Same skills. That's why. I see.
We'll just take this even.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Takes a step.
I'll do a retreating dodge. Or parry, actually.
Retreating parry.
Huh. Why is the parry higher with the haft? Oh, because a staff is higher parry than a spear.
Correct. I've got that on mine as well.
Defend yourself. Oh, it's gonna be a -2.
Man, the first time for everything. There you go.
6 points of cutting damage.
Minus
your
4.
2 points. Becomes 3 points.
But it's, yeah.
3 points of cutting. Defend yourself, bro. Donphan. You are at a -3 for injury. Whack. Do your damage. Ow.
Fatality.
Let's see, 5 becomes 10. Or if it's a vulnerability, does DR come off first and then the rest comes through, or how does that work?
Yes.
So,
I don't know why it would count before the DR.
So 5 becomes 3, becomes 6 points.
By the way, I used the wrong damage.
Oh, he goes down.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
I was about to say.
He does go down. He only had 6 hit points left from your prior attack.
Again, dual weapon attack.
Sorry.
Oi.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All good.
Sorry.
And he's a minus. So he'll take your axe. 4 points.
I kind of like that my minimum damage is 6 cutting.
Flame jet.
No, I
Did
think
a,
it was. Yeah, that's right.
Deceptive
Alright,
and all-out attack determined.
Oh.
But it's a ranged thing.
Well,
can you
they
actually
can-
do that?
Yeah, it's weird. It's lightsaber duel. It's like flamethrower battle. It's weird. I don't even begin to.
Weirdo.
Ooh. He buries your flame jet. with
You're
his flame
hosed,
jet.
buddy.
Well, at least he'll have to step towards me to attack. That's something.
Technically, you needed to step towards him to attack too.
No.
Yeah, you had 3.
I thought
3.
staff is 1 plus 3 for flame.
Oh, yeah. Nope, you're right. Okay, that's true.
I think Arn is about to be turned into a crispy critter.
Alright. Against Skeleton 2, I'm going to take another two-handed swing with Deceptive. I'm going to go ahead and do Deceptive 2. Why not? Nice.
Crunch.
Not bad.
Splat. And 2 gold. Alright.
Oh, I'll step forward.
He takes a step backwards and starts, and then throws his, kind of. Actually, and he throws, he points his staff and starts, heating up the cage that the girl's in, using the flame jet to heat the metal.
That's mean.
Ooh, 1 second.
All right.
Might do a
So,
thing.
what's that?
Darn it, this doesn't count as a thrown spell. Wait, huh? When cast immediately after spell is thrown as its subject, it says it can't protect against missile spells.
What?
So I was thinking of trying to ward the cage against the flame jet.
Oh.
Right.
says-
So you go ahead.
Yeah, it says cast after a spell is thrown at the subject, but it doesn't protect against missile spells. So I thought thrown spells were missile spells, or is it you have to do the throw spell?
Thrown spells are considered a spell that is thrown or cast with a throw is considered
Okay.
a missile spell. Flame jet is not a thrown spell.
Okay.
That
So,
confuses me.
since I do not have the time to properly gather the energy, and I did make the checks the previous round, which is basically a ready action to do that. I had to pull from my fatigue and health, but I have successfully cast Analyze Magic against the dome.
It is a force dome.
Okay.
She begins to further panic and look pleadingly in your direction there, Arn, as you're the closest.
What are you waiting for, Arn?
Waiting to have my character point to free up for the counter points, or for the counter spell. Just, nope, counter the Force Stone. Nope, counter Flame Jet. Arn has some studying to do after this meetings.
And there's one. Because you suck. There's two.
And he gets minuses to that too, right? Second attack coming.
No.
Would he not? I thought if you're defending against 2 attacks from the same person in the same round, every
No,
subsequent
that's dual
defense.
attack. Yeah, you're thinking of dual weapon attack.
Oh.
Yep, I'm being picked on.
It's true. I think I set
You
the,
failed. You failed defenses for everybody but me.
Okay. Hold on. I'll get to you there in a second, huh? Lee Ford's dead. 5. Target Thorn. Steps up on you. Try and finish the job.
And started the job.
There. Huzzah.
Denied.
Boo. Dead and skill 4. Skill 4. Oh. Fail. Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it.
Actually, that would be a -3, correct?
Nope. It's only for the first time you took damage. The
Okay.
round immediately following damage.
Alrighty. Are you telling me to roll damage, or?
Roll on the critical hits table, because you critically hit them.
Oh.
Yes.
So I'm at my table. There it is. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
So
well, it's
lame.
free hit. Free hit.
He can't defend. Five becomes 3, 3 becomes times 2, becomes 6.
Not times. Oh, yeah. Why do I keep paying attention to her damage? I think because she's attacking my kill.
Why?
Kill stealer.
It's a legitimate strategy.
We live in a society.
Alright, deceptive attack on the skeleton.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Nope. And smash. Rum smash.
Can I do those things?
I don't think you can marry an all-out long, but yes, you can. You wanted to do all-out long with a determined? No, can't do
Okay.
long but you can do what is it?
Giant.
Giant step. So burn
Okay.
fatigue.
Stop wasting time. Get in there.
That metal is heating up a lot faster than you would have expected.
I need counterspell.
Hit him with the stick.
Oh no!
I don't think you can do giant step with all out.
Do anything with a giant step that you can do with a regular step.
No.
Well,
Giant
you only
step isn't
needed to take a
available for all out.
step. You only need to take a step.
It was just one step, yeah.
You didn't have to do a giant step.
Oh, I thought I would have needed that to avoid the move and attack penalties.
No, you
No,
can always
don't
take a
get that
step.
for a step.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So I just
Boosh.
reproduced Brian's table thing.
Not my table.
Nice.
Yes, but you created it in Fantasy Grounds, so
Fair enough.
Is
I'll take credit for that, I think.
crap. You know, I should have been paying attention and trying to figure out what I was going to do next.
And a dry howl starts to come from his lips.
In the interest of not being a kill stealer, I'm going to take a wait to swing the haft at number 3 if Thorndal misses him.
5.
5, that's what I said. 5.
1, 2, 5, 3, 3.
3, my lord.
Takes a
3.
staggered step and grabs hold of the iron cage, letting his, pouring dark energy into the fire that starts to heat the cage, and he uses even his own body to start to heat the cage. The girl screams.
Okay, so there's not a whole lot I can do. Let's see, that one skeleton is easily handled. So yeah. I guess maybe just tell Arn to hurry the hell up.
Girl
What are you doing, Arn?
screams.
It's counterattack, by the way.
He's like back all the way into away from the burning corpse, or the burning. Well, he's not a corpse yet, but the burning figure holding onto her cage as he pours more magic into it.
So you will be -2 to parry or -1 to dodge.
No! I hit the wrong one. It wouldn't have mattered. He failed either way. See?
Yeah. So you were trying to screw me over.
I just clicked the wrong one.
Eat it.
Oh, and it does. Falling into a chittering pile of
Is
bone.
that it?
Alright. So, that's it for the skellies.
Kind of need a little pile of bones. Dead
little icon.
man icon.
Actually, I want to get like a... Well, that one wouldn't work, or I wanted to take the...
Right,
chalk
you
line
wanted the
and put
blood
like a
splat,
blood
too.
splat. Yeah, blood
Yeah,
splat.
hold on. Let me put that in my notes.
Ah, that was supposed to be a out of character.
Oh, well, that's what Finn now knows. So Finn can take action against that, knowing that it's a force stone.
That's right. I'm a magical creature.
Yeah, you cast magic. You're not quite magic. I get where you're going, but I think...
Hey, Thorn, you're a magical creature.
Technically, I am.
Damned elves. All right, Arn.
Alright.
Rum is a
You
magical
should run
creature.
over there and hit him in the head with your stick.
Well, I was thinking of
Sorry.
trying to tackle him off the cage.
Sure move.
That could work. Do a
Well,
slam.
would that be slam?
Yeah, that would be a slam.
Okay. It's not on my chart here, so I'm not actually sure what it involves, but yeah.
Slam would be a dex kind of thing.
Dex. Yes, Dex is what you will hit him with. And you have to get into his hex in close combat, so if you don't have enough move.
I was 5 yards away and have a 6 move, so I can make it.
Okay, you're good. Where was that updated slam damage?
Bellowed charge.
All right.
That
he was
the
facing
updated
away.
Was in Dungeon Fantasy.
It was in
box set.
Dungeon Fantasy. I will just use
All
this
right.
thing. Are you using the Phoenix character sheet? Do you even open those things? You probably
I don't have it.
What's Arn's hit points total?
He's coming. He's not going to defend at all. Because Arn was coming at his rear. I just didn't face the guy right.
What's Arn's hit points?
10.
10 moving 6.
10 moving 6.
Yeah, 1d minus 1.
1d minus 1.
Roger. And he will do 1d minus 1 back to you, and whoever gets the most wins.
For cinematic purposes, Arn's going to win.
Or the GM will decide that he will win.
Hand wavium, the best magic of all.
Alright, now, what surprises you, Arn, is you throw him back, he takes a couple stumbles, hits the force dome, and, like, almost like hitting, like, an electrical field.
Arg!
You know, it kind of sizzles, pops, and, you know, the cloak just kind of crumples down into nothing.
Is he like half skeleton or something?
Well, there's skeletons and there's skeletal bones and
now he's all
cloak.
He's Force Ghost.
Yep, and well, there's actual bone and whatnot, and his robes are still on fire, but his flame jet is out.
His robes are on fire.
And in that too, the force dome starts to wink out.
With you in it.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around and take a poke at this force dome, see how solid it is.
Oh, it's going away. It's fading.
As you stab
Enough
at
to-
it, it winks out.
That's all you had to do, guys.
And with the demise of the rogue cultist, poof, the dome blinks out of existence.
Right, so straight away I am going to be using a ready action to burn one of my minor healing because, well, I kind of hurt myself with the magic-y thing. Which is, of course, shite.
Alright.
I don't think you can heal that damage with magic.
Sorry. Is there anything else I
From
didn't
hit
need to...
points?
Yeah, if you no fatigue or damage that is used to power magic can be healed by magic.
Well, that's...
I did not know that.
I'm looking.
Or, well, maybe I made that up if you guys didn't know that. Look it up later. I
Alright.
may be wrong.
With the death of the cultist, the other strange incident that occurs is the cage itself starts to glow with a almost blue electric, magic, and she reaches
Neon!
out, and she reaches out to you, Arn, with like desperation. Save me! Her arm reached out to you.
Don't touch the bars. Damn it. Well, I guess I will turn around and see what we can do.
All right, I'm just gonna go by. Okay, so I'm speeding.
Or are we out of
Thorn?
combat?
Yeah, we're kind of out of combat. Thorn, what are you doing? You can hear her scream back there.
Well, I'm going to approach within a safe distance, I suppose. Yeah, probably next to Finn there, and see if we can see how we can help.
All right, Lanfan.
I'm just gonna move forward.
Well, it's possible, but you're gonna still have to be touching her.
Okay.
So, Brum.
Brum just moved. We're not in combat anymore, are we?
No, not really.
What the hell is going on here?
All right, Arn. Her hand is reached out, and it looks like where her skin kind of brushes against the metal. It kind of sizzles and pops, and she winces and reaches out for you, pleading for your help. And tears are pouring down her face. Help!
And they're catching on fire.
You think it has something to do with some weird magic cage that the rogue cultist may have put around her as a contingency.
He was a jerk.
He was. And apparently so is Arn for not knowing counterspell. Alright, Arn will walk up, grab her hand, and...
Alright, so Arn grabs her hand, and no! And you hear everyone behind you yelling, stop! Don't do it! And your hand... Hold on.
Dun dun dun.
Can Arn explode, please? I'd really like Arn to explode.
I don't
That
want
would
to
be hysterical, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, everybody's disappearing.
I feel somewhat vanished.
And so, and you hear all your friends behind you yelling for you to stop and don't do it, and what are you doing, you fool, etc., etc. And you realize that you're okay. First, you're much more fatigued than you thought. Like you just got finished casting a really powerful Force Dome.
Oh.
And
Just listening
Oh.
to his
for and you're looking at your hand. There's this ring that is now on your hand, and in your mind, this woman is now kind of like almost laughing. And for a brief moment, it's just, and you hear, "Thank you." And all right, so you're all staring at Arn, who's reached into the magic, breached, fought through a
Damn it, Arn! Why weren't you listening
kind of a
to us?
magical circle, retrieving something from it. Everyone's injuries are gone, except for anything Arn you took, and your fatigue for everyone else is also removed. So if you guys took injuries or anything like that, it's all gone. So other than any injuries you previously had, so any fatigue you burnt, I think only Lanfan was the one that took damage this round, so I think everyone else back to normal. All right, and what you find yourselves in is in fact a what looks like is the catacomb. The what looks like a old and very old alchemy table sits to one side. A bookshelf with extremely dusty and brittle scrolls sits to another. Arn, you sit on a dais as the magic wards start to fade away, and you realize that the spells you were casting were not in fact flame jets, but like dispel magic and all that.
Well.
If you go to your inventory, you'll see a ring.
That hums with magic.
And I should have identified for it. It identifies itself to you.
Comes with magic and
Bob.
strings attached.
That's right. It self-identifies as a he.
And now, everyone starts to hear the creak and rumble as all of a sudden, all 6 of those crypts just something pulls and the everything shifts, and the tops of the crypts go falling away. Skeletons, real ones this time, appear, stand from out their tomb. Sorry. And now we're really back into combat.
Whee!
You have to turn off approved moves.
How do I have approved moves?
You've got move lock or something.
Why'd you turn that on, Mark?
I don't know.
You shouldn't have turned it on.
Turn it on.
Introduce GM again.
It's next to the on the radial menu when you right click. It's next to the lock token scale.
Oh, unlock tokens. Got it. I don't know how I did that. All right. So, Thorn.
Well, shit.
First, he's going to shake off the sense of deja vu.
Yep, there is a strong sense of like.
Are these guys in any way hindered at the moment?
No, they, the blocks go kind of. They just kind of bust through and stand up. Weapons in hand, and their armor. They're basically very much like the other ones.
Right. I mean, they are standing in a box that they have to climb out.
Yes. I guess that would work. Yeah, that makes some sense.
Okay. Tell you what, let's just keep it simple here. Do a giant step.
Swinging out their legs is a bad idea.
Yeah. So we'll just stick with torso. And a good thing too. See, I wonder. No, that wouldn't be a do nothing. Well, that wouldn't affect their defenses anyway.
All right, swing. Let's try and do as a parry.
What are they using?
They're using broadswords.
Figures.
So,
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm sorry, but not that sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You are sorry.
It steps out of its crypt.
Do they break dance when they do that?
Don't. Yep. It steps out of its crypt.
Is it Thriller Night?
It steps out of its crypt, so it's not in the crypt. Because this is Thriller.
Because darkness falls across the land, the midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your catacombs. It's an old dwarven. It's an old dwarven poem.
It steps up and out of the crypt.
Attack of opportunity.
Wrong game, bro.
Is it? Ching.
Non-fun. All right. So, four becomes 2 becomes 4. All right. Move the tracker along.
I think you got snapped grid on.
Alright. Brum is just going to take weight, and he'll be sort of cracking his neck, readying his shield and saying, "Alright, Mr. Skeleton, if you can't do this, then I'm going to kill you and take all your stuff."
Welcome to the land of the wakefulness.
I don't like it.
Mark, you might check the hexes. Just looking at Zistral, it doesn't look like they match up properly.
I think it's this. I think I have Zistral sized wrong.
I'm sorry, Zistral, he has you sized wrong.
That's okay.
Could I also trouble you to create an effect called weight?
Sure.
Set it to just a second.
Are you slaughtering a cow?
No, he's drilling a dinosaur.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like clearly there's a dinosaur dentist office next door.
Right on.
Did you see my message?
Oh, so you're just talking with her?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Great, he's having tea and crumpets with the evil ring.
Zistral.
If she's a ghost, we can tell why. That neck decoration is a choking hazard. I'm going to move around Brum Rumley and swing at skeleton number 2 with Deceptive 2.
You'll sort it out.
Sorry, I moved you. Whew. Tried to miss.
Damn it! Clearly hit the enter button when I didn't mean to.
It's okay. Happens to lots of guys.
But
Ooh.
Well, no, he failed. Well, let's see.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
'cause the
fails
Deceptive
by.
2.
Yep.
By 1.
Yep. yeah, Deceptive 2 going, so he fails by 1.
Crunch.
Splat.
Right, well, as probably indicated by the thingamajig, I'm advancing towards Arn on the presumption that he's no longer, well, under the influence or whatever.
Yeah, he does have a very confused look on his face.
All right, Thorn's gonna do a wall run off this statue over here, and over here.
Doink, doink, doink.
Thorn's trying to show
And
off.
it look
isn't
good,
he?
maybe a little.
Are you trying to impress Lanfan? Am I going to have to tell Rashid?
Oh, heroic charge. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Let's go 9. In the rear, so he's gonna fail.
Ah, fucker.
All right. So that's a 10 points becomes 8.
That dude's fast.
They move 6.
Did number 9 get cutting on that as well?
Do they get cutting?
Nothing says they don't.
Oh, that's a good point.
Brom will activate his
D&D
weight.
says they don't.
Oh, depending on their strength, that might be knocked back as well.
Sure.
Or he'll just die.
He's fine.
Chevron. Oh, actually, that one's targeting Lanfan. Sorry, that's against you. Sorry, Lanfan. Is attacking you. Definitely dodge. Lanfan.
Mark, did you see Brom's weight activation?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that would have been against Skit
On
6.
6.
Parry. And try and dodge your. Nope. Her axe is going to get him. And got him. He did. Batter up. Okay, Lanfan. What you got? Go. crouch. 7 becomes 5, becomes 10. Into a pile of bones he goes. Wrong.
Step attack.
Shield. I have doubts he's going to. 5 becomes 3, becomes 6. He dodges your... Arn. That's Arn. I need a will check. Hold on, against her. Hold on, one moment. Success by 2. Alright. You are... She cat... What, control zombie. So I need you to roll a 3d6. Wow, just cast it too. Wow. Skill 17. So controls zombie is cast.
Is that not a crit?
Her skill is 17.
Right, which is usually an auto fail.
Seventeen, 18, always a fail.
Always a fail?
Always a fail. It's a critical fail if your skill is less than 16.
Okay, so it's just a failed spell. So
Hey, did she have luck? Actually, does Arn have luck? No, he doesn't, does he?
He does not know.
No, I think Zistral's the only one that has luck.
alright. And that is all. You attempt to cast at it.
I just never
And
use it because I'm having
fizzles.
decent real life luck this campaign.
It
Right.
happens.
Damn it, Mark! You need to turn on the hacks again.
Oh, did I turn them off?
Oh wait, I guess you turned you swapped them over for so it's Daniel who's getting screwed over all the time.
Oh, Finn. Go ahead, Zistral.
All right. Did we have? Did we rest before we came down the stairs after the other fight?
You will have
we come straight
your
down?
fatigue points back, but you
Okay.
you know,
Well, I need to spend
Arn
one
kind of
because
just ran off down below, and you guys all were like, "What in the heck is he doing?" And
I should have heroic charged last time, and I forgot to spend the fatigue. Anyway, I'm going to take a step and attack Skeleton 13 with Deceptive 2.
Deceptive
And
2.
he makes it. Yep, that turns that to success by 0.
Finn, one of the things you notice is Arn kind of has this semi-unfocused look, and for a moment there, like he channeled power much greater than you've ever seen him do before. I mean, you would think Magery 4 for a moment, and then it kind of
I'm
like
actually wondering if I would realize that, considering I have a different kind of magery.
you have Magery, so.
Well, you are used to seeing that.
But it had a different feel to it. Didn't feel like Arn's magic, but it looked like he was casting it.
Ah,
in a
crap!
weird
He's
way.
possessed. We're gonna. I told you when Brian was running this, and he introduced the evil shadow guy. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to end up killing Arn, aren't we? And looks like it's coming true.
It's alright, I'll put him down.
We'll make
I should
sure
be the
that
one to
it's
do
that
it.
it's a painless death there, Arn.
Please no.
Maybe pillow over the head, send Lanfan in like a ninja.
Time for a bit of March life.
Well, you start with the pillow over the head. I'll follow up with the axe.
And just to be safe, we'll have Haruki break his legs in case he comes back as a zombie.
That would be so funny. He'll come back as a crawler.
He's like, "What? You guys broke my legs?"
We thought it'd be really funny when you came back without legs.
Come on, skeletons, come forth and die. Wait,
Again.
They're doing a pretty good job of that. 4 of them down.
They were dead when they started.
Thorn, did you defend? Oh.
Oh, did you hit me?
Did.
Okay, you
By
turned
I
three.
tried to.
you turned around and swung right back at me. Bastard. Let's just go. Well, let's not. I'm not feeling that froggy.
Ribbit.
With good reason. Yeah, fuck you.
Do-do-do. Brum. Yes. An acrobatics, I would say an acrobatics lets you kind of do the dunk, jump, and move. And it's still a move and attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump on the coffin and then attack the dude, skeleton, by jumping.
Well, I'd say you were capped at 9 with some negatives, but I think you're still fine.
Yes.
Huh?
You did a move and attack, so it was -4, capped at 9, but you're good.
Eight becomes 6, 6 becomes 12, and crunch. Rum.
Okay. Not that it matters.
And the shield punch to the face.
Yep, his head kind of caves in, and it just kind of crumples into a pile of ragged bone.
Good shot.
All right, that's it. However,
Well, good night, all.
any real exertion and damage, or any damage taken, is real. The exertion used is also real.
Is it?
Real enough for the character. All right.
Brom's going to go over to this first tomb. Start rummaging through its stuff.
All right.
What's wrong with your cow?
It's
that's
the neighbor. He's doing some edge cutting.
Oh, that's what the alchemy corner kind of looks like.
Cool.
Old stuffs. Inside the tomb is there's not a whole lot. It looks like these guys were just some kind of warriors and whatnot. The armor is mostly rusted. Their swords are ill kept. They were not buried with any valuables that you can find, that you see, unless you want their cheap helmets and
No.
ill-functioning armor.
We will sell every pebble.
As for your question to Lashiel, she responds, in due time. I am tired, and it's been a long, it's been a long time. If my host allows, and she kind of steps and fades back into your mind.
She say it's been a long time since she's had a finger through her hole.
Shut up, Daniel.
Terrible.
It is. The hell are you doing, Arn?
What?
Running down here like a crazy person and throwing up a forced doom.
What do you mean save the girl? There was no girl. Which
Were
I
you
find
not
horribly
listening when we were
disappointing.
telling you to stop?
I thought that was to stop grabbing the girl from the cage.
What girl?
There was no cage.
There was a woman stuck in some sort of magical cage, and a rogue cultist fought him off and grasped her hand, and the next thing I know, I'm here and you're all fighting skeletons.
Right. I think you need to sit down.
I don't want to sit down here. Might as well go back.
All right. So, one thing Brum will note in any of the others, some of the alchemical beakers and the like do seem to, could have some potential value to the right merchant. And
So these are like made of glass or something.
correct. In their time, they were probably very, well. They're probably still very valuable, actually. There are some that some containers that hold what look like alchemical mixtures, various potions and the like.
Yeah, it's probably all about to explode.
There are also some scrolls on the shelf as well.
What kind of scrolls? We'll check out the scrolls.
Are
Are they green with pointed ears and shape changers?
One that you pick up seems kind of like a what you think to be could be a journal fin.
That's weird. It's a scroll.
But even in the movement of it, you catch what looks like the letters LAS, and then it just kind of the ink kind of fades.
What language was it in?
English.
That's weird.
Touching a couple others, you definitely get a sense of magic, like some stored magic.
We'll have to try to check those out without them crumbling.
The ones that you can tell between you and Arn, and potentially Thorn, the magic alone that's infused into the scroll seems to be keeping the scrolls intact. The more mundane ones seem to, kind of given way to time and the like.
Right. Yeah, well, I don't see why we wouldn't gather them all up. Is this the last place that we can tell in the area?
Correct. This is, the only, there are some side passages that just lead to some other, those open kind of crypts and such like that.
We'll have to make sure there aren't any additional skeletons.
Nothing seems to move, or it all kind of culminated towards this room and this kind of chamber. It does look like, however, that the alchemist lab and the scrolls and all that seem to have come later at some point.
I was looking for secret stuff.
you happen to note, while looking through some of the alchemy equipment, a small hidden kind of latch, and when you kind of look, it's definitely a was a hidden drawer.
All right. Brom will flick the latch and carefully slide the drawer open.
And all the skeletons get back up. Damn it!
There is there are a couple, looks like gems and a small bag of coin.
What's the markings on the coinage?
Let's see. How
Is it a does it belong to any known sort of
they're old
kingdom?
but they do look they seem a little scattered, but you make out a Megalian coin here, an old Megalian coin, and what looks like a one minted in Al Wazif and Cardiel. They're probably maybe anywhere between 50 and 100 years old.
Huh. The owner of this place obviously travelled a lot. As Brom will sort of scatter the coins on the table and have a look.
Kelmarine is just, a mile or so away, so it sort of makes sense that the coins would eventually make their way there.
And the gems, Brum will sort of pick them up, have a look at them, and he will turn to Finn,
who is probably at the warded area checking it out.
All right. The warded area, you can. Ever since Arn broke through the wards, the magic just is slowly kind of just fading back into away.
Right.
It definitely has a feel. Give me a thaumatology roll, and Arn, if you desire to make one too, you can, or anyone else. You're pretty, you're both pretty certain that it was some kind of binding and protecting ward, as if somebody did not, was keeping others from getting at whatever was on the pedestal.
Right. So I'm totally gonna have to look at Arn like, huh.
And Sistrel and anyone else with naturalists, give me a roll. And then Finn and Arn can also give me thaumatology rolls.
That's after spending a point on naturalist too.
Wow.
As you kind of go through a lot of the some of the alchemical components and the like, you get the eerie feeling that many of these you would have, you've heard Gesslin speak of, used in, forbidden magics, predominantly necromantic type magics. Infusions.
Don't touch that. It's pure concentrated evil.
Arn's gonna mutter his breath that he's gonna have questions for her after this.
You get this kind of amused grin. It's like, I'm sure there will be.
Dang it.
Great, now he's even talking to himself.
What the hell language is that?
Yeah, no one understood what you said, Arn.
What do you mean?
He mumbled something in a strange tongue.
Gonna have to keep my eye on him.
No, but what? You guys can hear?
I thought I was actually looking at was it hold on, let me see if I can find an image of her.
If Arn starts having sex with no one in a chair, we're gonna put him down.
That's terrible.
I think if anybody does that, would probably put him down.
So, what was Brum looking to Finn for with the gems?
All right,
Oh,
so Brum, once he saw that Finn was like occupied, he'll just scoop the gems and put them into the pouch of coin. Then he'll get Finn's attention and then toss the bag to Finn. Lord, it is gems and coins. It was concealed in a secret drawer, so that it must be valuable.
Brum, you can, if you have any, you can probably get an idea that the gems are definitely within a few hundred gold, or sorry, are between all of them put together, you probably have about 100 gold worth of gems.
100 gold, as in 1 gold
Yes.
is 200 copper.
Correct.
Oh,
Lots.
hey, those coins are Cardian. That brings back some memories. Not necessarily
Well,
good
now
ones.
we've got the money to spend when whoever it is we send into Kelmarain.
So,
All right. Well, I guess now we need to start making our plans to go into Kelmarain to find the library.
Right.
Is that what it was? It was a library, right? Yeah.
Well, we cleared this place out so we could scout.
yep.
Yeah.
Observe and watch. Create it.
We can use it as
observation
a
post.
base of operations.
So, that being said, I think Thorn's going to head up to the top of the tower,
Because of course
such as
he
it is, and begin observing.
Yvonne.
Yeah, but she's not imaginary.
Are you sure?
No.
All right. So, how about we take a quick 5-minute break?
All right.
Roger, break.
And we'll continue.
Okay, we're back.
Back. All right. So, the party spends a bit of time looting the area, avoiding some of the now more frightened baboons and the like. But one of the things that catches Brum's attention is the hammer that was being used by the Pugwampy King. It is distinctly Dwarven made.
All right.
But it is a smith's hammer, not like a weapon hammer. But the proportions seem wrong for it to be used by a dwarf. It looks more for like maybe a human. Like it was, the heft is a little off for proper swing for a shorter kind of dwarf type character or person.
All right. Brum will
And-
he'll take it then.
And it is immaculate, despite its apparent potential age.
All right, and Brum's fairly certain that this was a dwarven smith that's made it.
Yep, it's in your inventory. It's, a smithing hammer. The clearing out of the bodies and whatnot takes the remains of the day, but as evening comes along, you can definitely see and clear skies and whatnot allow you to see kind of the fires that light up Kelmoraine in the distance, and you were provided a spyglass of sorts, a cheap pair of cheap spyglass from the Fail, for which you are able to observe Kelmoraine. Excuse me while I share this. It is a large file. Forgive me if it destroys your computer.
Rip. Cool.
Pretty nice.
It is in quite a bit of ill repair, obviously. Most buildings do not seem to be occupied, and most of the activity seems to be centered in and around the battle market itself.
So where is the library?
The church, I expect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's within the church.
Where are we in relation to this?
You are from the south. Yeah,
That direction, yeah.
correct.
Well, what kind of activity is there?
All right. So, okay. That first evening, who is on watch and watching the place?
Party sheet.
Are we back to
Okay.
sleeping at night?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like Arn and Zistrel.
So Zistral can go, why is Arn just talking to himself all the time? That is so weird.
Yeah, you do probably catch him muttering to himself every so often in a almost like, is that even real language?
If he starts talking about the precious, we will kill him immediately.
Aren't things to last should
Zistrel,
never say the word precious.
So if I can get perception checks from the both of you into the box, please. Right. What you do catch doesn't seem like a whole lot of going on. However, you do catch what look like the flickering lights of somewhere out in the distance near the ruined fort. So you catch what look like lights, and then they're hidden, and then like whoever is hanging out at the ruined fort is not wanting to be seen, but you catch sight of the lights. But
Arn, do you see that? Or was that Arn who saw it?
well, you pointed to Arn, and Arn says, "Yep, I see it." After you, Zistrel, you're the one who sees it initially, but after pointing it out, Arn does catch sight of it as well.
Excellent.
So, how are you feeling?
Mostly fine currently.
I'm of two
Good.
minds about it.
Zistral poops.
All right, and at approximately the same time you're waking the next shift, which looks like Finn and Brum. There
We're
is an
assaulted.
almost impossibly loud yelping howl that seems to come from the roof of the battle market.
Wow, I guess everybody's awake then.
For Christ's sake, how do people get sleep with that
And then
noise?
about a minute or two later, a faint, similar howl can be heard from that direction.
Huh.
Mhm.
Can I judge any idea of the distance of the far one?
A little over 2 miles, possibly.
Okay.
And inside the miles, or inside the mountains, so
That was wrong. That's supposed to be naturalist. So it would be, wow, by 6 instead of 7. Trying to see if I can identify the.
Not quite a coyote, and definitely not a wolf.
Probably a gnoll.
A
Since
ganoa?
we were warned that gnolls were here. And yes, I know it's a gnoll.
Howling spider.
There's
Brum
a
will,
G in it, damn it.
Brum will joke and say that, huh, it sounds like my mother when she's yelling at my father.
Well, hopefully they don't keep it up all night because I'm going to sleep.
No, it seems to just be a call and response kind of mechanic.
Well, your turn. Mind the poop.
Really?
At least I warned you about it. You don't have to
And
stand watch in the same place.
You're not supposed to poop in the building.
We were on watch outside.
And after that, there's no other activity that seems to occur for the next watch.
But it does seem like that's probably like them keeping an eye out or something.
All right, and the rest of the evening passes without incident. What activities do the players have in mind for day, or this? Well, I guess this would be the second full day, beginning of the second full day.
Thorn is going to figure out what baboons eat.
Well, we need to start looking at figuring out how to get into Kelmoraine and get this information, and then get out.
Well, there aren't any walls. I mean, we can go right up to the church, probably. Unless they have sentries outside it. Which, if we had a spyglass at a mile, then we could probably see that.
Let's see. During the evening, yes, those every few hours a patrol of about 4 gnolls do wander through the ruins of the town, but they don't seem to follow much of a schedule.
They don't have a permanent station. They're just patrolling.
Yep. And observed by, looks like the at the ruined structure there, I think. Sorry, give me one moment. At the base of the hill, you do witness approximately what looks like about a dozen guys with crossbows bring what look like a couple big, huge chunks of what might be meat of some kind, flesh, and throw it into the building.
Which building? The 95, the one you're pointing to, 95?
Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes.
Zistral, I noticed that you are a little down on hit points, so I cast a thingamajig, got 5 back.
Great, thanks. That puts me back to full.
Oh, yeah. It looked like about a squad of a half dozen gnolls armed with swords and crossbows breeze large hunks of meat to that location about 3 times a day.
95.
Yes.
Interesting.
How far into the day do you observe?
$95. What are you looking at?
Pointer.
The Kelmarine map,
Oh, okay.
the city map. Does it look like there is any indication of a regular routine with regards to the patrols? I mean, can we like identify, all right, it's like there's 15, 20 minutes between each one of them, so we've got that kind of thing to just insert into the church.
You don't seem. They don't seem to follow much of a schedule. It does seem like it's every few hours, but from your observations, it can go a couple hours, and you'll have 2 patrols out. One stops, one goes in. Then you'll have no patrols for about an hour. Then just when you think another patrol should be coming out, it delays for about 30 minutes, and then they don't seem to be following any particular schedule.
Wow, I don't see why we just don't try to go in through the side.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Looking at the larger map, yeah, we could just sort of swing around it. Well, that could be potentially weird. I'm wondering if we want to actually have you do a scouting run east or west of Kelmarine to like those the mountain areas. Make sure there isn't stuff there. And then just swing in from that direction to Kelmarine. Using the spyglass, what is the status of the church area? Is it like in complete disrepair? Is it got people in it?
Let's see. Based on what you're able to observe, it doesn't seem to get a lot of activity. Not much at all. It actually seems like observing the patrols, if you watch them long enough, they seem to actually kind of avoid it.
Well, that's the case, and we can just sweep around and go in and inevitably find out, oh, there's a reason they avoid it, because there's a monster.
Mm.
How late in the day do you continue to observe before taking any additional action?
Well, considering the number of people that are in the village, how many? Oh wait, how many are in Kilmaraine? They're like hundreds, right?
I don't know if hundreds is quite right.
I thought that's what we were told before, but I could be wrong.
Give me a second. You're pretty certain, less than 100 for sure, but the makeup of the gnolls themselves are probably somewhere in like 25 to 30. However, you do see additional activity in and around the battle market. Looks like beasts of burden and whatnot. Like there is trade, or some folks have come in and whatever they're doing at the battle market.
Right. Yeah, well, if that's the case, then we definitely want to avoid just walking in the front door. So I don't swear we just don't swing wide and come in from the side and insert into the church that way.
I think we circle around the Pesh fields entirely.
Yeah.
All right, so you spend a few hours of the day observing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
At least.
All right.
But just charging in without info seems like a terrible idea. I like to avoid getting us all killed.
All right. Give me a. Let me see. Lon Fan. Well. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thorn. While you happen to be, observing the area, you notice about a dozen gnolls lead what looked like a prisoner from the battle market area to this location.
Roger.
And you watch in helplessly from your distance as they stake him to the ground.
That seems rude.
And another one takes a large wicked knife.
Guys.
And just before the knife kind of comes down on him, you kind of recognize him as the robes he's wearing of Fail make.
Guys.
And the knife kind of cuts across his belly. And another one kind of reaches in a cackling mad, glee, and starts to pull out his intestines and other organs with look like hot tongs that sizzle as they reach into his flesh. And you're all treated to the screams of the man's mad echoes as they careen across the valley and against the mountains.
Wow, he's got some serious lungs for us to hear it a mile away.
These gnolls have to be stopped.
How do we do that without getting us all killed?
You send me in by myself and only I get killed?
It's a generous plan.
No, it's a terrible plan.
Not mutually exclusive.
We should concentrate on getting the objective while also seeing what we can do about rescuing these people.
You're
That
right.
poor man.
You're
Yeah,
right. My
he's-
plan probably wouldn't work.
So yeah, we need to plan to go in, swing wide into the church, and then deal with the get the what's that other half of the map, I believe.
Correct.
Then after that, see about dealing with these gnolls as much as we can.
Well, we could split us up and actually have some of us cause a distraction so that the ones rummaging through the library were unmolested.
Is your idea of a distraction the same as Arn's idea of a distraction?
Probably not mutually exclusive. There's probably a bit of overlap.
It's not an entirely terrible idea.
All right. So right now, it sounds like a plan to create two teams, a distracting team and a infiltration team.
Sounds good to me.
We're totally going to regret this, aren't we?
Oh, I'm sure we'll regret something or other.
Nah, it'll be fun, you guys. Come on, be cheery.
Say me and Short Round go into town and cause some trouble.
All right. So just call her Short Round.
He did call her Short Round.
I was like, wait. It took
What?
me a second to
No, it
register
didn't.
what you.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Wait, what?
All right. So, how are you guys going to execute this plan?
Which plan?
Yes.
So the majority of us looks like we're going to swing wide and insert, try to get into the church unnoticed. Well, oh boy. Yeah, I guess Thorn and Landfan are going to. How are you guys planning on getting in?
I'm kind of leaning toward, well, I think I'd like to go
Right
to
up
the
the
South
center.
Market. Probably not up the center. Probably more that way.
You do realize how much of a problem this was for you the last time you said, "I'll break off and go off mostly by myself."
Was
Are
it a
you
problem?
surrounded
It all
by
worked
orcs?
out. I seem to recall I had that under control.
My lord, I'd recommend that the light-footed ones of us go for the church and the rest as the distraction.
That's no fun.
Potential problem with that is, the light-footed ones can move a whole lot faster in case they need to break off. I suspect there's going to be something monstrous in the church that those of us that are not as light-footed are going to have to deal with. Look how those things are
Inevitably.
avoiding the church.
Some kind of undead plague or something. Inevitably.
Monster.
Home stars.
My only fear is that if those making their way to the church are spotted, then we have two distractions, if you understand my meaning.
If that's your only fear, you're not very creative.
We dwarves fear nothing. Except that.
And rabbits.
I said never to talk about the rabbits.
The rabbits.
Okay, so what kind of distraction is Thorn and Landfan thinking about doing? Because we could potentially send them ahead, and then when they start the distraction, we move in.
Well, we hadn't
Are you guys
actually...
gonna burn down the building?
We hadn't actually discussed it, but my guess is the meat place over there is probably the leader. So if we could actually assassinate him or something, that would be sufficiently distracting. On the other hand, that's probably going to be the most well-defended place in the place. Otherwise, I was just kind of thinking targets of opportunity on the way.
Options that you do have is whittling down their numbers by taking out patrols.
Yeah, we could maybe ambush some patrols along the way.
Wolverines!
Wolverines. From what you're told, they're not
patrols. No, I'm thinking like we ambush a patrol and leave pugwampy stuff around them.
One thing you do, you are aware that they aren't necessarily the most brilliant of tacticians. You figure that ambushing patrols could work at least 2, maybe 3 times before they start getting. After about the second time, they're going to start getting real suspicious. One time probably let you get away with it, but by the second or third time, their suspicions are going to increase exponentially.
So ideally, we ambush one and then insert into the church, and then we take out another if we have to on our way out.
Or something to that effect.
Although if there's only about 30 of these gnolls in here, we ambush 3 patrols. That's like all of them.
Well, yeah, ish.
Well, patrol is typically about 4 of them.
Okay, so half of them then. Yeah. No, yeah, if we jump one patrol together, break off, and then the distraction team go through and take out whatever they can take out, while everybody else rummages the book sale.
Another possible distraction is we could release whatever beast is in that place. If they fear it so much, then
That's familiar sounding, isn't it?
then it is sure to get their attention.
We've never done that before.
Yeah, that could probably be one of the potential distract. That'd be like an almost go-to plan for Thorn, where he's like, "Yeah, I've done something like this. Don't worry about it. There's a big monster there. I'm gonna go let it out."
Logic.
Yeah. There's gonna
Yeah.
be a lot of seat of the pants in this operation. Better wear the sturdy pants.
Sounds like adventure.
Adventure.
So yeah, we want to probably try to ambush at least one of the patrols.
I'm gonna guess we want to do it at night. I don't think these guys are
do
known
we-
for night vision.
Yeah, do we know if gnolls are known for having night vision? Because, well, we don't have night vision. Except,
Some of us
like,
do.
Thorn.
Gnolls do have night vision or dark vision.
Then ambushing at night seems like a terrible idea.
Do they have night vision or dark vision?
Dark vision.
They have actual dark vision.
Dark vision.
Terrible
What
idea.
the fuck? How the hell do they have dark vision? That doesn't make any sense.
They're subterranean.
Gnolls aren't.
I mean, not these
They're
obviously,
hyenas.
but gnolls in general.
The
D&D
dwarves.
gnolls.
The dwarves don't have dark vision.
Yeah, but
Yeah, somebody goofed.
That's possible. That's right.
Banestorm. Something weird happened.
They're not your
Probably-
normal dwarves. They're not from
Probably
your
a Jin
naturally.
was being stupid. And going, hey, this is going to be funny.
We're gonna crank these up to 11.
This is going to be awesome. I mean, how else do you think a frickin' beholder exists? You had some drunk wizards.
Oh,
It's quite
yeah,
possible that these things are nocturnal.
Yeah, but there's. Yeah,
You're thinking
not-
too
not
hard.
dark vision.
Alright, we want to ambush them in the day. At a site where nobody else is going to be, going, hey, what's going on?
Well, you can. They do some of the patrols do kind of get a little further out of town, so you could catch them in the Pesh fields potentially, some along the riverbank, and sometimes a little bit north of town.
Yeah, Peshfields is going to be the closest to our direction, so that's probably where we're going to do it.
Yeah. As long as, just walking through the Pesh fields doesn't make us high.
Would
Is
I
that
do that
like,
to you guys?
is that like fairly tall vegetation, or is it really short?
It's about shoulder height.
So tall.
And now
Right,
I realize
so
that I don't
let's do
have
that.
a map.
Actually, which one was it? No, wait, that's got trees in it. We don't want that one.
Need a grove battle map. I thought I had one.
Eh. Oh, crap. Never mind.
Alright. Come on. Archive of interesting battle maps. Don't fail me now. I don't know why I wasn't as prepared for this.
Yeah. Bad GM. Okay, maybe not bad GM. I need a
Ill-prepared.
familiar.
You can get a baboon.
I know, right?
You could. There's a small family of baboons that you guys have pretty much
With no fathers.
killed all the males. Well, not all the males, all the adult males. Maybe one or two females. You don't know. I mean,
Those are some really ugly monkeys.
They are. And not very pleasant creatures, as I understand it.
no, they typically aren't all that pleasant. Wow, I'm coming up. I always have maps everywhere. I bet you most of my stuff is on.
We've got some that we've used previously. I was looking at the images maps. The very bottom unidentified map is a bad idea because it's too many trees. The one above that also has lots of trees. I think the one above that has lots of trees.
I don't know why, but Pinterest is being ridiculously slow.
The one above that has lots of rocks, and that's where we ambushed a bunch of orcs in when Brian was running this.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Technically, you just need a field. Maybe
Sure.
a road.
The one just below Map Orc Camp and above Miscellaneous I See You has mostly a field, but it does have some trees in it.
The marsh battle.
I don't know, it just says unidentified map/image for me.
You can crop it out. Boy, this would be a great place for someone with a laser bow.
Laser bows. Well, how about we put this on a quick 5-minute pause because I still have to have the call of nature going. Well, I also have the call of nature. So, sorry. 5 minutes.
Break 2.
Break 2.
Roger, break.
Bad mark.
Alright, we're back.
Right, so tactics, making a good tactics check to hit them. And you're saying I need a group sneak. Does everybody actually have stealth?
Yes.
I have
Somebody
stealth.
didn't.
I'm not super great at it.
Same here.
Well, you
Arm's
just have to have
okay.
points in it.
I
My
have stealth.
super loud hooves are only a quirk. I can stop doing it when we're trying to be stealthy.
I could swear somebody actually didn't have the skill.
Does Arn have stealth?
Arn does at 11.
Wow, he's actually better than me.
So the next question is, who has it at the highest?
How are you louder than the horseman?
Me? I'm just not very good at it. I like kick rocks and
Whistle. Yeah, it's
You know
probably
how
going to
it
be one
is.
of the ninjas. Either the elf ninja or line fan.
the elf ninja or the non-elf
Ninja.
Yeah, the ninja.
All right, you guys see the green circle?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'll need a stealth roll. Do it as a group stealth roll.
We're deciding
that
who's
one.
rolling. What is Long Feng's stealth skill?
17? I don't know. What's the
You're
scale?
rolling.
I think we found our sneaky person.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got
Yep.
a 17.
So, I
So
think
just roll it?
I think
Yep.
she's going to be rolling straight, because I think everybody has it.
All right. So all right. So I'll give you, what is it?
See, we're going to have at
8.
least... Well, we could
You guys can
potentially
get
have
within-
full concealment out to a certain distance.
I'll say you guys can get within 8 yards of any one of them before they'll notice you. Or
Roger
before
it.
they. So
Care to put us on the map?
Let's see. I'm going to guess if they're going that way, then we're going to intercept them. So we're probably ahead of them somehow.
Or coming from that direction and that direction, just based on the tactics thing. Like, we're observing them moving, going, all right, they're coming this way. You go, you hide there, you hide there, you hide there. And oh my God, do we need more circles?
Yeah,
So many
I think
circles.
I think one of us should at least be on a different direction and initiate the ambush, and then when they turn around to react, everybody else hits them from behind. And I do have a longbow.
Why, that might be a good thing for Zistral to come charging out of nowhere.
Yeah, if Zistral charges from the front, and if
Yeah, like
after
throw
they
a
pass, I
javelin
can
at 'em?
start charging a fireball. So he charges at the fireball.
There we go.
Yeah, I can throw a javelin at them to get their attention, and you can start charging your fireball, and they won't even know you're back there because they'll be looking at me.
Well, I was thinking, yeah, that'll work.
movement is not restricted unless you try and move through what is the center of one of those plants.
Okay, and those are going to
Okay.
be double.
They're solid centered plants.
Oh, they are. Jump over it.
So, Mark,
They
can
are
you
So many
drop us onto the map?
circles.
obstructed. Need to
We'll
move
just say
out
the
of
ones that have a
circle.
distinct, if they have a distinct center, if it
It
makes
is
sense,
Obstructed.
it's
So
considered
you need to-
obstructed.
You need to drop the characters on the map.
Oh, I guess I do, don't I?
That's
And get
something.
rid of some of these damn circles.
No, he's got the proper number of circles, but one of them has not been placed.
Oh, I must have moved
Why
one.
would we be charging from the center? Why would
I'm
we be
just
charging-
pushing.
not.
I'm just putting them down. I'm just putting people down.
So if Zistral is going to charge them, I suppose he'd probably want to charge him up the road there.
Or you guys can hang in the bushes.
So,
Yeah, everybody else will be behind them and to the sides, so that when
Hang
they
in the
stop,
bushes there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
You can't be inside the circles there, Finn. That's the 8-yard radius around each one that he was talking about. That's why there are so many circles.
Too many
We
frickin'
should
circles.
probably coordinate who's going after what, so we don't step on each other. Of course, it could be Zistral just charges up and kills a lot of them.
That would
Well,
be
I'm-
kind of funny.
In that case,
I'm
going
going
to
to start by throwing the.
How do
javelin
we
out to get their
coordinate
attention.
when we're all separated like this?
We coordinate.
I
Well, we
fireball.
talked about it beforehand, and the signal to attack will be me throwing my javelin because, that's going to focus their attention so that you guys can approach
How-
without being detected.
How noisy is a fireball?
Uh,
Does it
It's
like
just
crackle
fire.
like a normal fire?
I would probably say it's just a whoosh, boof kind of sound.
Yeah, that's like my initial thought was like I could use the horn to signal, but no, that won't work.
Yeah.
That
I was
might
Probably
attract
about
a
as noisy
lot
as,
more.
as a flamethrower.
I was thinking of when they pass, I throw the fireball, and then, because I think either we could have Zistral charging at us and I start charging it, or I could throw the fireball, that'd be the signal, and then Zistral charges from behind and shouts and makes weird noises and distracts them again, hopefully. Because there's a weird thundering man coming from behind us, and there's a man with a fireball in front of us.
That plan has too many steps.
Okay.
How about we just attack them?
Yeah, I'm going to throw my
If
javelin. and
We
that means
outnumber
killing.
them and they're just gnolls.
Okay.
We'll just wing it. Not a big deal. GM, can we get the unit set?
Oh yes. Range on. Range on. All right. So, are we kicking this off with Zistral then?
Let's see. We would probably be able to get it full aim potentially. Well, or can we see out of the concealment?
I'm going to say that you guys will get at. Yeah, I'll say you. Why not? Full aim. For those who have ranged weapons that are able to, kind of. It might just be a problem. It might be problematic trying to shoot at anyone through stuff, but
Extra aim was +2 or +3? I forgot.
2.
2.
Now, if you're charging up, you're probably not going to be able to aim.
you're kind of moving fire.
And they're size 1, so we got a -1 for that.
Yeah. So, wait, are they size 1? Oh, I think they're size 0. So yes, there's -1 for you, or you get a -1.
-2 for me. I'm size 2.
No, you're size 1.
Oh, I am?
Yep, you're only a 2 hex thing. You're not like a
Yeah.
full size horse. Horses are size 2
Cool.
and take up 3 hexes. But
Which is why
Alright.
the 8 feet tall kind of sounded weird.
Oh my gosh, might have actually hit.
It does happen.
so you're throwing and then charge, begin your charge kind of thing, or throwing first.
Well, yeah, I'm throwing first. That's my
Okay.
initial
All right, so
initial action.
So the surprise round is you throwing.
Are they armored?
Yes, they have armor. They are wearing DR3.
What is
Decent.
it? Torso?
A Brigadine. I thought I had their
Brigandines
armor.
only DR3.
No on the vitals check.
Not sure. I have their. I gotta bring up GCA because it didn't carry over all their gear. It doesn't look like.
I think that's Brian's fault. I don't know why. I was just gonna blame Brian.
Well, I brought him over as.
Doesn't matter. I'm blaming Brian.
Oh, okay. There you go. Sorry, Brian.
I blame someone else. Anyone.
Pass
He
blame.
cast Shift Flame.
Hardware problem.
They are wearing light Brigadine on their torsos with medium leather on their shoulders and legs. Some of them do have medium shields. The warrior types, they all have medium shields. Swords and medium shields. Except for the sergeant, which I believe he is wearing. Oh, and my GCA just crashed. Anywho, he has DR3 as well, so I'm going to assume I equipped him with the same. So
3 it is.
Zistral, you throw. I'm going to assume he gets very little in the way of ability to defend himself, as this is a surprise round. They do have combat reflexes, so they will not
Freeze.
freeze. So that is 7 impaling minus 3 becomes 4 impaling. Impaling is times 2.
Yeah.
So
Didn't realize you had javelins. How many do you carry?
3.
You got one of those little back scabbard things for it.
Yeah, I've just never needed them because their range without penalty is 27, and I can cover that in 2 rounds.
That's true.
Or I thought I could before we realized how heavy my armor actually is.
Well, never mind that. No, actually, one of the alternate rules that I was using was that you get the move that you're making as an added distance to the throw.
Oh, that makes sense. Because you can gallop along and then hurl it. But this
I
is just a
realize that-
standing throw.
sorry, I realized that these guys were not quite on the tracker right.
Well, damn it.
Well, they were on the tracker. They quite as visible as they should have been. All right, so that makes. You are targeting Null Warrior 2. Just took 8 points of damage. Ouch! That is a major wound for him.
Right. Okay. So since we've
Good
got
start.
time, I have activated Distant Blow. Going to take a and the shield. Take the step. And all right, yeah, that's right. Arn didn't get to see this fun.
Oh,
Distant
Bringing
Blow.
it from downtown.
way
Nice.
downtown.
Alright. Damage me away.
You do note the hit location?
Oh, here.
Neck.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Neck
Oh,
is
wow.
times 2 in the case of right?
Cutting, yeah.
Cutting,
And
so
they might not
14.
have armor there.
No, they do not.
Have 14 points of damage.
Hey, did you roll the neck extra?
Oh, you're right. Let's see. Tables. That is neck.
Nope.
Oh,
yeah!
Oh.
That'll be
Wow.
17.
7.
Unless he
Oh.
counts as from behind, in which case I broke his
17.
neck.
That's only on crushing.
Alright, how does he perish? Does he lose his head completely? Zoof. And
Yes, and it's like, there's that the almost visual shockwave thing that's indicative of the spell, and the head goes
action
off, and
lines.
he's like, yeah, and he like continues to take a step forward, another step forward, and then the body finally realizes, oh,
Wow.
All right, Thorn's doing the all-out pulling, blah blah, with Bodkin to the vitals
Roger.
and barely hit. But you only had to barely hit.
Just had a hit. No, we're 4. 5. Bodkin is 2. 3 becomes
Is it
1.
2 or 1?
Divides armor by 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
3
is it-
becomes.
Doesn't it round down?
For things you can do, it rounds up. For damage, it always rounds down, right? I'll give it
That
to
sounds
you.
right for damage.
So,
I can't remember.
Damage rounds down, armor rounds down.
Okay, so it rounds down, so that 3 becomes 1.
So it's 4 times 3, 12.
4. So it's 12 points.
Major to the vitals. I hope.
Minus 5, right?
Yeah.
And he is out.
ha ha. Mine looked cooler.
Brum.
Wait, what did Landfan do?
I realized quickly that these patrols are a little small for scaling.
Landfan.
Brum will take weight. Oh, it's not Brum's turn.
No, it was Lanfon's. Sorry. Somehow it was a double. There's a click and a double click, or I don't know.
I think
Not
it
fun.
lagged.
Ah,
I'm gonna scoot forward a bit and then shoot a shuriken or 2. How many can I shoot at once?
I would stick to 2, just to be safe. How did that work? You had to fast draw 2 of them.
well, she could easily have
Probably
had
already
them
had
drawn.
out.
Yeah, we had preparation time.
Then it was a rapid strike, I think.
And aim.
Yep. Rapid strike.
So you get your accuracy bonus plus 2.
So since I'm at a 7-yard disadvantage, that's a -3. That's a +2, so it's a -1 overall.
Sounds right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Actually, does it have rate of fire on those?
Well,
Uh.
I think there's a version of it where it does that. But that's not what we did the last time. I think it may have
I
been
think we
separate
just did a
targets.
rapid strike. So throw the second one at the same penalties. So you're basically
Less sixes this time. Ah, there you go.
all right. So one will hit. You going for center of mass or whatever you could hit?
Whatever I could hit.
Roll random. Hold on, let's see. Hold on, where are you, humanoid?
Don't forget the random rotation.
Yep. In the leg. Leg is leather for 1. So that's going to be 1 cutting. Roar? Oh. Oh, there you go. Rate of fire and shots equal to the number of items hurled.
This is a different version of it, so
Oh.
you
Okay.
could use
Oh,
either
that's good to
one.
know. Brum. Sorry about that.
Alright, taking weight, and he will say, yeah, I know you lads are screwed. The best thing you could do is surrender and drop your weapons.
Alright, Arn.
All right.
And as he's saying this, Arn is throwing a fireball at the sergeant's back.
It would be good to interrogate. Just saying.
Hey, mine is just unconscious.
Yeah, we probably should have thought about that.
Mine's
He
not.
may be bleeding out, though. Actually, I shot him in the liver, so he's bleeding out internally and probably blowing up like a balloon right now.
Ooh. Ooh, I have a very, very bad idea. That could be very fun.
What you doing?
I want to throw a force dome at the Knoll's feet to basically envelop him. The Knoll Sergeant.
So you're going to cast throw spell.
And then force dome.
And then force dome.
And basically trap him in there.
You need to make it bigger than his hex. Otherwise they do get a dex roll to escape.
Okay.
I think it's a dex roll. It's actually specified. It says it in the Force Dome text.
Oh, it takes
So
a full
it'll be-
second. Anyone inside the area has 1 turn to leave. Oh, that sucks.
Oh yeah, so he'd be able to make his next action stepping away.
Unless
Trying
I
to
made
move
it I like a force. Or force.
You'd have to make it really big.
Really
where
big.
He didn't have enough time to get out.
Well, did he just get hamstrung?
He hasn't been hit.
Oh. Well,
wait,
what's
maybe.
the leg? Hold on. Did it roll just straight leg?
I don't even know if that's going to get through the armor. I think
Yeah.
it's
It was 1.
DR2. Okay.
So it was DR1 for leather.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she
So
didn't
it's
do a
going
lot
to
of
take
damage, but
1 point.
Roll that real quick, Lon Fawn.
no,
Maybe I
she
should
already
take
rolled the
him in
damage.
Yeah. Well, I know, but she might have hit his knee and. Oh, just.
Okay.
I thought, no, that was built in. That's built into
Was it
the
built
table.
in? Oh,
Yeah,
it
that's
didn't
why
roll
I
the
didn't
extra
see
hit
it.
location.
No, it did. It didn't come up with anything.
No, actually, it doesn't look like it did correctly.
No, it didn't roll it correctly.
Didn't we see that before?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I couldn't figure out why.
If it had hit the knee, she would have or rolled a 6 and gotten an artery.
No.
All right. Anyway, okay. So what's Arn doing?
Arn is changing his mind.
Arden is changing his mind, and Arden doesn't have stuff that's good in these situations.
Well, you would have. If you want a 4D fireball, you can.
You could just stand down. I mean, you probably got it handled.
Oh, I didn't know if you would have let me rev one up in the meantime.
Oh,
I'll
you
give
had
you-
time
Yeah,
for
you've
aim
had
and
you've had
stuff,
plenty of
so-
time to prepare whatever you want.
Well, I did. I just didn't know if because it would be a fireball if that would.
Oh,
change things.
I mean, you could probably have hidden the flame of it, you know.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's.
Love it when that happens.
I didn't know that would do that. That's interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Anywho.
So now here's a question: are you doing your fireball, or will you let Lash help you?
No, my fireball for now. Mine. Definitely mine.
As you will, my host.
You don't want her messing with your fireballs?
Nope. So that's the. That gets would have needed that either way. Let me get the range put in. And survey says. Bam.
Poof. And it's in the back. Alright, you ain't gonna. Kahoosh. Well, he screams as he catches fire. See.
And he has fur.
Yeah, he does have fur, and it starts to
Not
smell.
anymore.
Max move.
16.
Since my base speed is 7, that'll be 7 for 1 turn of movement.
Ta-da-dum, ta-da-dum, ta-da-dum. Does he try to put himself out?
That knoll is on fire.
That knoll is on fire.
Does that mean the beacons are lit?
Alright, that's against the sergeant. He is. No, he does not have. Oh, he does have high pain threshold. Still sucks to be him. He's on fire. He can. He's gonna defend at a minus. Is that coming in from the rear side hex?
Oh, he's got more minus because he's on fire.
And that is the rear side hex.
And he can't see it.
Right, because it's like a -4 and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
He's going to. I'm just going to roll and see what happens. If he doesn't crit.
He's
succeed.
minus a lot.
Oh!
That's funny.
That
Oh.
was seriously a crit hunt because that was the only way he was going to be able to pull that off.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I guess since there are guys up, I'm gonna fast draw and knock.
Okay.
And knocking.
Knocking on.
Can I aim another shuriken?
Well, you can quick draw your shuriken and throw in one round. You won't be
That's
able
what
to
I meant.
aim, though. So you'll be quick draw. Yeah, easily done.
And then,
Yes.
do I still have that +2 thing, or is it now just a
No,
minus
you
three?
won't have it. You're just you'll be at your any range penalties. You won't have any bonuses. So strictly range. You won't have it aimed.
Ta-da!
That's one. Or where were you going to do the? Okay.
And then, do you want me to do the random hit location thing?
Yes. Unless you were targeting something specific. Look. It sticks in his chest plate. Doesn't, do much. Doesn't get through the armor.
It heats up.
Gets warm.
Just taking weight.
What is your trigger condition? I thought you had to declare that with weight.
You do.
He
Wow.
only succeeds to make the flame get hotter.
He
I
sets
guess.
his hand
Expands
on
it.
fire.
He really should not have broken out his canteen full 100 proof vodka to try to put out the fire.
He howls in, pain, and even though he's, trying to. What's the damage for fire?
Ah, crap, what was it? It was something like that.
Does it occur on his round?
1d minus 4. If it's his clothes, if he's totally alight, it's 1d minus 3, I think.
I'm gonna say he's totally alight now.
Yeah,
That
he should
occurs
be.
on Arn's round, right? So he will shake off the pain.
One D minus
He's
4
all
burn
like,
damage per
Hey,
second.
boss! He turns around just in time to see his
my gosh!
dousing himself in turpentine.
Oh, 1D minus 1.
If he does anything, he's also... Oh, yeah, there you go.
Puts
6
himself
minus 3.
out of your line of sight or line of fire there, Finn. That tree will, or that bush will block, and he steps and takes into a defensive crouch.
Is he cowering?
All
Yeah,
out
that's
defense.
fine. He's got a freaking centaur charging towards him.
All right, Arn, give me a D6 minus 1.
One second. Have to clear that.
You just
Okay.
healing fire.
Well,
That
it
should
was
kept that. You should have kept that first roll.
Well,
So,
essentially what happened
4.
was that it was trying to keep on flipping the negative and adding a digit. I just wanted to clear it.
Alright. What's Arn doing?
The best way to clear the modifier box is to click it and hit backspace.
Ah, backspace. Okay.
Oh well, you can
I
drag it
just
out too.
I just drag it to the Fantasy Grounds desktop
Yeah,
with
Well,
all
that's
the
what I have to do.
hexes.
Drag and drop.
I think you can hit delete on that too.
Arn's just moving up. There's nothing he can really
Or
do
you
this
can
turn.
click on all the little buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, to take off individual ones.
Oh, this was one I had typed in. It didn't have any buttons to click.
Well, it should have at least one after you've typed it in.
Maybe I didn't unselect
Alright.
it.
No, I guess not.
I'm going to do a heroic charge for 1 fatigue. And I'm going to stab this guy in the vitals with Deceptive 2.
From Hell's Heart.
Nah, I'm not mad.
It's more of annoyance than an obsession.
We'll attempt a block and a dodge for the all-out defense. So let's see if the block works first, right?
What's your minimum with that thing? Oh, never mind.
And since that failed,
Right, since he did the all-out double, right?
and he will attempt where's retreat?
Oh, yeah, he's right. No, you can't retreat while you're. Wait,
All-out
no, you
defense.
can while you're crouched.
Well, he's not crouched. He's in a I may have said crouch. I didn't. He's
You
just
said
in a
crouch.
Yeah, well, Crouch has normal defenses.
So, all right. Well, he went into an all-out defense, preparing to get raced up upon.
He didn't full on crouch. He ducked.
And it didn't save him at all.
Wow. This is going to hurt.
He
He
tried to
should have
back
tried
up.
harder.
Well, he's a mook, so he doesn't get his.
damn.
Yeah, that hurt.
Ooh.
This might sting a little.
You tickled his prostate.
That would have been an abdomen groin. This was a you see his heart come out.
He's crouched.
The
It could
other
have been-
side.
It could have been throat to straight down.
Yep.
Well, yeah, he was leaning forward. Yeah, it could have come through the top.
You said
Well-
open wide.
He's dead. He dead.
Yeah.
And now it's going to take you like 3 rounds to get him off your spear.
Yeah, that would be fair. If I totally kebabbed him.
And
How many hit points do they have?
13.
Let's see if he rolls another crazy low.
They hit
roll.
hard. They got
Yeah.
strength 13.
No, he wouldn't have come out the other side.
Again, this is really just a crit hunt, which fails. Yoink! 7 becomes 6, 6 becomes 9. 9 is more than half, so you've disabled his leg.
Clonk.
Your leg's off.
Oh, it is.
I think I'm just gonna relax now. That's this looks overish to me.
Somehow you all feel like the next patrol will be increased in numbers.
can't imagine why.
And potential, a little more alert.
That's the problem of being ambushed.
No, so that depends on how fast we work. Because if we work fast enough, they won't know.
That's true. Alright, on Fawn.
Are we still in combat, or is
Oh,
that guy?
no,
is that
I'm
guy
sorry.
actually
I forgot
combat
that he
effective?
actually took damage. How much
Yeah,
damage
you
was
made the attribute, the health check.
See, -4 plus another minus. What did I say that was? -9. 4, 9 is -13. He's at his first death check. That actually would have been his death check. And now this is his stay consciousness roll.
Which you'd have had a bonus on because he's got high pain threshold.
Oh, true. Okay.
I don't think that applies to the stay conscious.
I thought it did. Never mind. Are you sure? Sure.
No, that's on the shock.
Does.
Or the knockdown.
You lads really aren't ones for taking prisoners, huh?
Also, I think he's
Shrug.
-1 on that for one death check.
Oh, well, that would just
Plus
be...
3 on health rolls to avoid knockdown and stunning.
Yeah. So
Knockdown rolls
crazy.
aren't made at penalties due to hit points.
That
Only consciousness.
Yeah, he's not doing that. No, that last one was an unconsciousness roll.
The first one was his death check. This would have been his unconsciousness roll, and he made it because it was a major wound.
Would have been, but it would have been a huh?
Yeah, because
that was a knockdown.
crippling. Yeah, knockdown because he took a slice into his leg, major wound.
This isn't that roll yet, then.
Correct.
Carry on.
Brum. Comments about you guys just murderizing these guys, correct?
Yeah, they're slavers.
This guy's not
Team
dead.
weight.
So yeah, there is one guy who's not dead, just down, right?
And the sergeant's not dead yet. He's still conscious, although it's his turn, so he could potentially go unconscious right here.
Yeah, he's going to take some more fire damage.
Okay, what's
Maybe-
the roll to...
Maybe somebody should put him out.
Not
his
it.
misery? Question mark?
What's the roll to? You need to.
Is
finish
it
your
just a
statement.
straight... Okay, if he's throwing his sword, he has a throw of 12. What happens if he throws his sword? Is it
Okay.
12?
Throwing it to what? Is he actually trying to stab somebody with it?
Yeah, he's like,
Okay.
Last from hell's heart I stabbeth thee. kind
Well,
of
he's
scenario.
on the ground, prone, and he's
Oh,
not
that's
trained
right.
to do that. So
Oh,
you
okay,
may as
never
well
mind.
just roll a crit.
He
crit
can
hunt for
sit.
You're right. I forgot he's on prone.
And he's on fire.
So he's going to make a dex check to try and not be on fire?
I think it takes a couple.
3
uh,
turns.
checks. Yeah,
Three in a row.
Because if you
One.
remember,
Also, that was strength.
There's one.
Because
There's
if you
one.
remember,
That's strength.
Although,
you remember
Oh,
that I had
hold on.
that crit fail on the path of energy,
Uh-huh.
and then everybody's going, Three Stooges, Three Stooges.
yeah, at least he's on the ground. He can roll.
He also needs to make a consciousness check before he does anything this round.
That's right. That's right.
Never mind.
He's
He's
good for that
like,
one.
I'm fine.
No, he just keeps screaming.
This is fine.
Roar!
Mark,
He may have high
could I
pain
ask
threshold,
you
but it ain't that
to...
high.
Sorry, Mark, could you adjust the weight effect and put a 1 in the seconds box?
Yes. There you go.
Thank you.
And so my staff has a reach 1, 2. Could I reach that null?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
At a 2.
And a 2.
Whack him.
Yep.
That's a move and attack.
So -4. Well, can't exceed 9.
Well, you can also do a heroic charge and negate those.
But you don't have to.
Ah.
Yeah, but we're coming to the evening, close of the evening, so you might as well burn the fatigue and gain it back between the next one.
I will do that thing.
All right.
Are you trying
You
to
are
beat
coming
the
from
flames
his
out?
rear.
Ah, excellent.
You're helping him.
Oh, yeah.
You're beating the flames out.
Yep, definitely.
Here, let me help you with that.
So 5
Two
becomes 2. It's not enough to trigger a major wound. And I need a d6 -1, please, for the fire continuing to burn him. Now, does he get burned still?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, until the 3 seconds are up.
And he
That's
burns
how I
further.
died.
And oh my gosh, it's like the smell of burning dog hair this close up.
Backpedaling from the terrifying fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's like,
Yeah,
The
that's not gonna
noise.
make you comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not really doing anything. I'm taking the step. Taking the step and evaluating to see. Damn it, you've got snap to grid on.
screams. Make it stop
Evaluating to see,
screaming.
evaluating these guys.
Make it stop screaming.
I'm gonna start heading over there to get my arrow back.
Yeah, I want my javelin, but not bad enough to go close to the fire.
Especially with something that's alive on fire. I mean, being that's kind of like
It
Nightmare.
reminds you.
Yeah.
It reminds you why you don't like fire.
Yeah.
especially
See?
the scream.
See?
That does
Not
not
fun.
look pleasant. Do we need to be in combat at this point? Is he actually going to resist?
No. So, all right, what do you guys do? Do you finish this guy off? Because he's gonna probably, burn to death at this point.
Let's see.
Unless you take active
Is-
measures to preserve his life, he is probably going to burn to death.
You can cast Create Water.
Yeah, is
There's
the
thinking
one,
outside the box.
Is that one still alive?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he took a arrow to the liver.
No. I think on the approach, shout to Arn to put the fire out on dude, because we don't want put the fire out because we don't want this column of smoke to be the people in the town to go, what's that? Isn't
Alright,
that where
well.
patrol number 3 is supposed to be
Especially
at right
that
now?
they hear the screams coming from there.
Wolverines!
Yeah, well, this area is like that.
It's true.
Alright, I can.
Yeah, we're going to
so-
need to get the bodies out of the road.
Just a path. It's not. Yeah. It's just because it's there.
Whatever.
We need to find a table to put them around with cards and put little hats on them.
Yep,
Like
everything's
dogs
fine
playing
here.
poker.
But oh my gosh.
They killed each other over a bad bet.
No, I'm totally gonna leave a frickin' one of those little things we should
Oh,
have.
yeah,
The
yeah.
funk whoppies here.
You can leave a dead one here.
Yeah, we should leave a dead one here.
Especially with how did he catch fire? And they look and point to the pugwampy. It's like, oh, there it is.
Oh crap! They're ranging out of the temple. But yeah, what do we know about the language that the gnolls speak?
They speak. Yes, they speak. But that they
It speaks.
'Cause we might
they
not even be
probably
able to
speak
interrogate.
Arabic or a dialect of Arabic as they're from in and around this area.
Well, they're gonna have to speak something
probably
with the
speak-
they can
yeah,
in
they-
the town.
Yep, yeah, they speak Arabic and they also speak their own Knoll language.
Well, I was thinking about as Brum said about the interrogation, but the massive flame that just got worse. That could we might want to just bail out of the area because I suspect that's going to draw attention. So it's like, hey, congratulations, we managed one of our distractions.
All right. Now, are you wanting to utilize the flame as the distraction to draw more out, or are you dousing it like you asked?
Well, I'm
Arn
thinking,
to?
we want to douse it, but at this point, I'm not sure if it's going to matter.
If
Well,
they
let
did
me
come to
see.
investigate in force, that might,
Well-
accomplish everything we wanted to accomplish, and we could just go to
Let's see.
the church.
How many
What kind of
seconds did
what
they
kind of
actually
weapons
take?
did these guys? What kind of weapons did these guys have?
Cheap scimitars.
Did they
light
have any
brigandine.
ranged weapons? Like a spear or
not
anything
these
like that?
particular ones. No.
That's too bad. Yeah, because totally need to toss a pugwampy body around here.
Medium, light,
So
light,
if they
medium shields.
Do
Toss one or two.
no, just one.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's also hoof prints everywhere. And boot prints.
That's not that weird.
Yeah, but then they just see the pugwampy and they stop thinking. These guys are wearing shoes, aren't they? I don't
not
know.
really. No, they've got like the hyena kind of feet, the digigrade posture, etc. Well, actually, I don't care. Yeah, they've got they're like hyena men, so they don't wear shoes.
Yeah, I suspect the how extensive was the fire? I mean, was it big enough that it will probably draw at least some attention?
That fight was 4 seconds. I mean, if we come right over there and put it out, it's probably not going to make that big of a mess.
But if they're dogmen, they're going to have a really good sense of smell. So it's like,
You're still at a
is
good
that
range.
burning dog flesh?
Yeah,
I
which
would
way is the wind
assume you're.
blowing?
Weird. Let me put a token on them. And it's just the really bad scale. No? Oh, you guys are approximately here on the map-ish. If you look at the map, I put a green circle, or put a green circle where you guys wanted to try and, or put a, where you guys wanted to attempt to.
I suspect that was probably fine.
So in that area.
What map are you pointing at?
The area map.
Area map.
Telmarine.
Oh.
Alright,
Okay.
so I rolled a reaction roll, a universe reaction roll against you guys based on the. So give me anyone that's got tactics or strategy or anything like that. Give me a roll.
Then
All right. Finn, you're pretty certain that they may not have seen the flames necessarily, but the
But they may
screeching
have
and
heard
yelling,
the screaming.
the screaming and yelling was definitely not something you guys have heard in your watch of the town itself. So that would definitely draw somebody's attention.
So we need to bail.
So either
And toss
you know,
a frickin' pugwampy body nearby and bail.
All right, do we split here?
I'm
Nice.
leaning towards no, because if we just swing around and both come in at the same into the same direction, you
Yeah,
could just
we'll
break
split when
off.
we get to town.
Yeah, you can just break off inside the town.
all right. So it is 2 minutes to 9. So we'll go ahead and call it with the party making
Cool.
their decision to press forward into the town, the ruins of Elmerain and the gnolls that reside within.
Right on.
Because nothing bad will happen then.
No.
1 point.
1 point for everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I had fun messing with Arn for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you all for
I
playing
had
into
fun
that.
messing with Narn.
I don't know if you know this, Ethan, but I PM'd everybody prior to the game, and once again, anyone that may have missed it, whispered them prior to the start that to play along with it all. So I think everyone did
Aw.
extremely well, keeping you completely in the dark. So
And now you're going to go evil, and we're going to have to kill you.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I know, because you'll be dead.
What? No. Not because I'll be dead, but because it'll actually be fine.
Because you will.
death is
Cool.
just a different state for me now.
That's right. He's going to do that. What is it?
Become a
The
lich.
guy from the first Mummy. Death is just the beginning. Or whatever it was he said.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Cool.
right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Sorry about the mess up with I can't believe I thought I could have swore I had like a field, but oh well. And I've just
Oh,
boosted
well.
the Gnoll Patrol stuff. So
It's all right. We got our moment of badassery, and
oh yeah, you guys really just kicked the tail out of everything. I was like, I hope you guys didn't mind the double attack with the
Skillyman.
Skillyman, but I kind of had that
No, it's
planned out where it's like it seems a little, I don't know what the term is, but it's like cheating to do it twice. But I'm like, well, the first time really isn't a real fight.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
So, and those things apparently, don't stand up very well against you guys. I was like, wow.
I do
Timing
think
is everything.
I do think the original, or that first time we ran into Skillies, they fared a little better.
I believe you're right.
Stream out?
Their captain didn't, though.
Oh no, he died horribly.
Yeah, that was the one that got one-shotted coming through the door.
Yep.
Thanks to those that are watching the stream.
Yes, thanks indeed.
Thank you all. Hope you enjoyed it.
Good night.